Welcome.
Valar Morghulis, and welcome to another episode of Three Boys That Go and a Dancing Bear.
Booyah. Well, no, that is not it.
What? Sorry, I'm confused.
Wrong show.
I'm confused. What content is this?
Wrong show. Welcome to the Nerd Cyph, ladies and gentlemen. That's Brandon. I'm Tony.
It's the Nerd Cyph Three Boys That Go and a Dancing Girl mashup episode.
And we are going to be watching The House of the Dragon today.
Yay, House of the Dragon, yay.
Highly anticipated return of like Game of Thrones universe show. For all you...
It was the first, because apparently the one that they did that had Naomi Watts.
What was that?
They did one they made a pilot of, and it was so incredibly bad that they shelved.
So it never made
Shelved it immediately. No, it never made it the light of day.
Okay.
Not very well received.
Well, welcome to the land of the dragons, people with white hair, wieners, and orgies. Because that's what we're about to watch.
Yes.
Now,
This has been very well received so far by the community too.
Yeah. Now, of course, I can't show anything, but I'll probably
obviously not, because
pop in some clips here and there that I'll snatch off YouTube.
Just play the trailer over and over.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, without further ado,
Adieu.
it's an hour and 5 minutes, that's not counting the end credits.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna watch the first episode, "The Heirs of the
Dragon." It's back, baby.
So, for all you crazy folks out there that want to watch Game of Thrones again, you need your fix.
Man, I missed it. I did.
Show's back.
That's what I
Now,
do.
we've already seen this episode 3 times, so we're gonna be talking all the way through.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that, because the first time I was going to film it through the first watch through, but what I noticed is when we don't watch things
For the first time, and I'm like, I want to watch it.
it's dead silent. It's
I want to watch
dead
the
air.
thing.
So now what's this? What's this beginning about?
This is the council that they used for King Jaehaerys to pick his successor. How Viserys got the throne, because he didn't have a male heir.
Oh, okay. He had daughters.
So, he had male heirs, but they all died, so there was no clear successor.
How'd they die?
I forget.
Okay.
I have that giant pulpit Bible thing, which has like
All their lore.
the complete histories and stuff like that. Yeah,
Did R. Martin write that?
along with a bunch of other writers. Yes,
Wow,
it
really?
was like a group project.
How big was that book?
It's like a pulpit. It's like a pulpit Bible. It's huge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I will. If I bring it, I have to bring it in its own. Like, it's the only thing I can bring that week in the case. It's that big.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Wow.
Next time you're up, I'll show it to you.
Yeah. So now
It's sizable.
this black dude and this who are they?
Corvus Valerian. I think he came from Volantis with the Targaryens. Or like
Why is she so angry?
Because she wanted to become queen, and they voted.
Well, who is she?
She was the heir, one of the oldest female descendant of King Jaehaerys' son, the oldest son that would have been the heir, the one that died.
That's his daughter.
Yeah. And then I forget who Viserys is.
Who's this guy?
That's the King Jaehaerys, though.
No, the other dude that wins the crown.
That's somebody else's son. That's the oldest male heir. So they were the two with the strongest claim.
So now this lady, is she going to turn into like the Cersei Lannister?
I don't think she's that. I think she's more just like, well, you couldn't do the one thing that I wanted, so I hope that you are able to do that with Princess Rhaenyra.
Oh, okay.
It is now the 9th year of King Viserys the First Targaryen's reign.
172
years before Daenerys Targaryen's reign.
Why did they go this far back?
I think because they had told hints of this story before, like in one of the episodes.
But don't you want to see like?
I like the Targaryens. I like flying around on dragons.
Yeah, but don't you want to see how the guy goes crazy?
Oh no! I want to write the Mad King story. Like the Mad King story. The Mad King story, I could tell that like that would be my Game of Thrones Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like you start all the way back at like certain events that happened, and you tell his slow descent into madness. I don't show any of his reign, and then I show War of the Usurper. That's my original trilogy.
Okay.
See, and then the War of the Usurper will lead into
Yeah.
the Game of Thrones.
Okay, I got you now.
But like already when we were watching this the first time, I was just like, oh yeah, this show's back.
As a giant dragon flying over to King's Landing, or what was King's Landing 200 years ago?
200 years ago before Danny burns it to the ground.
So it looks beautiful here.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful, thriving kingdom with
Yeah.
fully grown dragons everywhere.
Yeah, just flying around doing dragon stuff.
Yeah, and they have like dragon trainers coming to like
Yeah.
wrangle it, right? And it's like, "Rawr, you don't
I'm a
control
dragon."
me. I just like these white-haired people.
Or anybody who speaks High Valyrian.
Now he says to her, I guess we can wait for it. I guess.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Well, I'll ask the question later because I got a lot of questions for the show.
You get the first shot
I don't know what's
of
going on.
Princess Rhaenyra.
They introduce her. She's like, okay, this girl takes no nonsense. She's like
a sassy, strong female lead.
She's an Australian CCH pounder.
Yeah.
She's a sassy lady that don't take shit from no man. You know, she's like, God damn it, Dutch. Anyway. She's clearly a lesbian, too. Anybody's
questioning.
wondering.
She's very questioning.
She probably goes both ways.
Yeah.
She probably does.
Yeah, no, because there's that stuff with
The Spanish guy.
Matt Smith. Get a little.
Oh, so you do agree with me?
We got it. Upon watching it the second time,
Yeah, he wants to fuck her.
that was definitely flirtation.
Do you think by the end of the series they sex each other?
No, I think they probably would have because that's probably how the Targaryens work. They would have.
That's what I'm saying, right?
To keep the bloodline clean, they would have been.
They gotta keep it pure.
Yeah, they just have to be pure. Like they were so selective about it. They literally only let one family marry into the bloodline, and that was the Baratheons.
That's sick, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just like, all right, you're the only people that are worthy.
But then Stark has sex with one of them, right?
Yes, the Mad King's son, Rhaegar, and Lyanna Stark, Ned Stark's.
They have Jon.
They have the Jon Snow, yes.
Jon Snow.
Or Aegon Targaryen.
And they're showing
Aegon.
like
he's Aegon the Fifth or something like that. Would have been.
They're showing the castle.
The Red Keeps, a thriving Red Keep where it was like a thriving court.
She's holding hands with this other girl because
Alicent Hightower.
Alicent Hightower is going to have sex with her dad and then get her box eaten by the daughter.
I'm trying to remember who plays her. She might have been done episodes of Agents of Shield.
I don't know what that is. So I don't care. I don't know who character that is. I know the show. I just don't know the character.
Yeah.
This is her pregnant mom going, shut up. All right? I have to put this baby. I have to push it out of me.
Which I'm pretty sure that's like the king's sister. Like that's how they did it. Like the Targaryens were all about.
They kept it pure.
They were all about in that.
So
incest.
anyway, he fucked his brother, his sister.
I think they were. I think they kept sister wives, and
so she's the king's sister.
I think that's the relation. I'm not told. Again, like my book has the complete lineages.
Oh, so the book will tell you that.
It'll like give me a chart. It won't give like a biography of
no, but it'll tell you like sisters.
Yeah. It'll tell you that they married.
Oh wow. So who does this daughter give birth to? Does she give?
I don't know if she does.
I still don't understand why they said it this far back, but okay.
I don't know if she does, or if the young girl Rhaenyra did, she'd be like.
Right now they're talking.
She'd be Maester Aemon's great grandmother or something like that.
They're talking in
the High Council.
The High Council's talking right now.
Yeah.
The hand of the king is Lizard from Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Or Nigel McGruff, the kicker from The Replacements, from the Washington Sentinels. Yeah.
And King Viserys is played by the guy who was in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
When he was one of the Andes.
Yeah, one of the Andes, yeah. He's in some other stuff, too.
Yeah. That's just his most...
I'm watching him crack open a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Just made me laugh that even in the Game of Thrones universe, they eat hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, that's a bougie thing to eat.
It's a very bougie thing to eat, yeah. I'm going to crack this egg open and eat it while my daughter pours me a nice glass of wine. Oh, my God. There's a bunch of old dudes talking about, like, what's right for the world.
Yeah, they're talking about Matt Smith in this.
Oh, that's right. They're talking about Matt Smith. He's going crazy, right? He's going off the deep end or whatever.
Valerian's trying to bring up something, and it's all trying to bring it back to Matt Smith.
The bottom line is that they don't want Matt Smith. They don't want him around, right? They're trying to Joe Dirt him.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes, because spoiler alert, when shit goes south, because it's Game of Thrones, and that's always what happens, there could be no such thing as a happy ending. When shit goes south, it leaves Rhaenyra as a legitimate viable heir, because there's a lack of none.
Yeah, right?
And the whole conflict is about...
I'm going to show everybody that I'm a strong, confident woman.
Yeah, because they had never had a queen before.
Yeah. That's why they said it 200 years before, by the way.
Yeah, because I think the only other... if I remember reading the lineages this far back, I'm pretty sure this girl wins eventually. Spoiler alert.
Of course.
Can
I have a spoiler alert?
What?
I want the White Walkers to finally fucking win. Can they win? Come in and wipe all these dipshits out? I'm still waiting for my White Walker win.
They don't. That's the whole point.
I know.
Foil.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Now, I guess over the 200 years, all the swords just wither away. Is that what happens? Because all these fucking swords that are out on this thing now?
I think they went a little more faithful to the books in the production design with this show.
Oh.
That's how it's supposed to look in the book. In the book, they said it's supposed to be like monstrous, like it's a huge pile of swords, and like the steps are swords.
Everything
to get
right?
to the thing, yeah. But notice how it's more full in the back. That's how it's like they made it seem in the book. See, this is where he's like, "I'm the only heir."
Wow.
See this exchange here believes me that it's flirtatious.
Buddy, I was telling you that yesterday, and you're like, no, I don't see it. And I go, Doctor Who wants to...
Then I remember they were Targaryens, okay?
Yeah.
That's just what they did for generations.
Doctor Who wants to explore her whatchamacallit, if you know what I mean. He's going to use that little screwdriver thing.
Sonic screwdriver.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Like here, like when she takes that thing off her neck, and he goes, ooh, yeah.
No, this is... Now we both have a little piece of our homeland.
That skinny little neck. I want to just bite it because I'm a dragon. That's what he was saying to himself just now. He's like, I can take a 16-year-old bride. It won't bother me. Right? That's what he just said.
Yeah, it's you know.
It's just 200 years before it was cool to fuck your sister. So why not?
No, the Targaryens always made it cool.
Oh, wow. So you think like when
not made it cool. They were the only ones that got away with.
When
the only ones that made it socially acceptable.
When Tywin Lannister went over to his daughter Cersei, and she's like, "Why do you gotta fuck your brother?" She turned around to him and go, "The Targaryens have been doing it for 300 fucking years, my dad. All right,
okay,
I can do it now.
Okay." No one batted a fucking eye when they did it for generation upon generation.
That's the same thing with this, right? Like, if this goes on, right?
Yeah.
Let's say later on in the series, the father finds out that she's gay for this girl, right? And goes, well, you can't have no kids. And then she can be like, oh, but it's okay to fuck my uncle?
Yeah. It's like, y'all were going to fucking marry me to my fucking uncle, probably.
You're going to fucking marry my uncle? No.
Even though her uncle was already married. But
now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go downstairs and have this girl eat my box for 70 minutes. Fuck off, Dad. I'm the queen now.
I'm pretty sure they won't have that for this girl. I'm pretty sure that's what they'll get the other girl to do. But I think they're showing this storyline between the two of them because they also become adversaries as well. Because I think her father marries her
Oh, really?
Yes.
So why do they become adversaries? Why did she become an adversary
Because
to her
she
dad?
wants to be queen too.
No, but her dad, though. She goes against her dad?
Yeah. It's they all turn on each other. It's Game of
so-
Thrones, bitch.
Oh. So instead of 7 different houses, this is just going to all be internal shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna be
Like, so instead of, like, the Lannisters, the Stark,
yeah. It's just gonna be the
This is just gonna
different Targaryen factions fighting
turn on each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's dying, though. What's killing him here? Was that an infection from the cut, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like I said, at this point, I turn and go, as king,
Okay,
I demand that you put some cushion.
Yeah. Can
on
I
that
have like a
fucking chair.
back
Just some
plate?
back support, a
Back
little
support,
bit. You
it's-
got me sitting on metal.
Hurts. Yeah. It's not very, for all the power it comes with, it's not very comfortable to actually sit in.
No. How about this? How about we get a nice, comfortable lounge chair? We sit next to it, and I'll sit on that, and then that'll just be like a symbol that we just show everybody.
I always like that, like in Lord of the Rings, not to mismatch my fantasy prospects, but in Lord of the Rings, when they go to Gondor, Gandalf and Pippin, Boromir and Faramir's father sits at the small chair next to the throne.
That's what I'm saying.
The throne is this big lavish thing that's up, and he just sits at this
He
little
just
tiny
sits on
chair.
this little chair next to it.
There next to it.
And they go, "Why aren't you on the throne?" Well,
He's just the steward.
it hurts to sit on that thing. You ever sound? It's made of swords. So I got this nice, comfortable lounge chair. I'm just going to show here. So just direct whatever problems you have over here. Don't worry, it's just a chair.
It's just a chair. Yeah, no.
That's it.
Yeah, so what? My great grandfather made this chair when he came over here. Yeah,
My grandfather didn't understand that you shouldn't be sitting on swords, maybe.
He's
So he just thought it
was a really cool idea to make a sword, a chair made out of swords.
I'm going to make that out of the sword to my enemies. But I told him, we all told him that was a little ridiculous. He shouldn't have done it.
It's a weird idea.
But he did it anyway.
Then my father was like, "No, I'm honoring my father's tradition and keeping it as
Gonna
well."
keep it. They fucking painted it, so now you can't rust out. It's not going to fall apart.
We're going to literally get a dragon to burn. And we're going to sick one of our dragons to burn our chair? No.
No, yeah.
It was made by Dragonfire. It can only be unmade by Dragonfire. That's how this lore works.
So he basically banged his sister, and that's why she keeps.
Yeah, it's some sort of
It
relative.
makes total sense as to why she keeps.
Why should they only had one viable child?
Yeah, while these other kids died,
Yeah.
and she dies giving birth to this one
Well, she's giving birth to this one because
because it was upside down,
yeah,
and they basically said the kid's gonna die.
yeah.
So it's either you cut him out of her, or it dies, and she survives. And he was just like, "I need an heir.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 9 years. I only have one kid.
Cut this bitch out now."
Let's get this kid out of here. Let's go.
It's my sister. I can just have a sex with another one. How many times do you think they did that back then?
In real life or in Westerosi history?
In general, let's say.
I mean, at one point in time, in fairly recent history, like within the last 100 years or so, like the beginning of World War I, all of the great houses of Europe could track back their lineage to Queen Victoria. They were all like her various grandchildren or whatever. Yeah,
She had a lot of sex, huh?
She had a lot of kids that then went on to then have claims to other royal houses.
Oh,
So like, the King of England was cousins with the Tsar of Russia, who was cousins with the Kaiser of Germany, who was, all these people were related.
so they just thought it was cool to fuck their relatives.
It was keeping the bloodline pure. That's how
They looked at it. Huh?
in real life it was always realized. Like, yeah, we don't want to taint the bloodline. There's only so many noble houses, especially if you're a royal. Like,
Every time I see this dude now, I just keep thinking Orlando Bloom from Lord of the Rings.
he is very Legolas-y. Like, and that was one of the things he was the biggest question mark. Like, I knew he was gonna kill it performance wise. It was just how are they gonna make him look with the wig?
Seth Rollins is going to look like this guy in a couple weeks.
Seth Rollins is gonna have gold cloaks attire by next year's WrestleMania for sure.
Facts, dude.
Or it'll be the dragon armor with the gold cloak.
This guy sounds like him too. How he's gonna do his laugh? I just saw this and I was like, Doctor Who, really?
They had to have a heavy hitter,
Yeah.
and this is a pretty big.
I mean, I'm sure if this show gets picked up for like third and fourth seasons,
Yeah. It's gonna be I just hope they do other, like they could do a Mad King show. They just have to tell us the total story of the Mad King, like before he was the king, him becoming king, then his like something happens that like completely breaks him.
My favorite line is coming up.
Oh, raper,
I just
murderer. Yeah, this is where they just sick
they,
the city watch on people, and he was just like starts fucking people up.
He's like, we're just putting everybody in their fucking place tonight.
Yeah, it's summary justice. I am Judge. He's going Judge Dredd.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like they are Judge Judy, and executioner.
Judge Judy. Here it comes. There it comes.
Just cutting off people's arms.
Yeah, there it is.
Raper! Like, here, what does he just go? It's like, this guy. You.
Oh, he said raper.
Raper, like he does, not like rape her. Raper.
You're a raper.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. And he cuts the guy's balls
cuts
off.
the guy's penis and dick.
No, it's his balls.
Oh, just his balls?
Look at his balls. Yeah, because you have to be able to pee.
They don't give a shit.
No, they still have to be able to pee, or else you'll just have
They'll
to
just pee out of a hole in their body.
Get an infection and die, though, if you get too much.
They don't care. They just cut some dude's hand off and didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they probably also had somebody also over there to cauterize it.
I think you're giving them too much credit for being sympathy for what they just did.
It's a sanitation issue.
They just carted out a cart full of heads and body parts.
Yeah, and then they probably said, all right, here, get over to cauterize, Bev, send them on their way.
Hold on a second. Medic!
Yeah, all right, now go over there. So burn it off.
Medic, you got to cauterize this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Still there, covered in blood.
Who do you think is right here?
No, I definitely think that you can't make this guy king. This already shows that he's a little just like
he's off the end,
little off the hinges.
He's the guy that'll burn a city to the ground with dragons.
Exactly. Looks like he has the dragon to do so.
Yeah.
By the end of it.
You think this is just going to end with everybody burning alive?
It's going to end with one faction coming out ahead. But
what if they did
one's
2-season shows about different families and shit?
They could. There's like different parts of the lore where they could tell. Like they could tell. They could tell the story of Aegon Targaryen coming to Westeros and defeating all the major or getting everybody to bend the knee to him together and taking this ragtag form of groups that were all fighting against each other, and then this one all the way up in the north that just didn't do anything. It was just be like, no, you're not coming up here. And then they got them all to bend the knee.
Wow.
They could do that. They could do War of the Usurper. They could do
They could do the one where he bangs the girl, right, and has the kid. Jon Snow.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, that's the War of the Usurper.
Oh, okay. What's he talking about here?
He says like his legal wife is from the Vale, and he's like basically said they say the men prefer to fuck the sheep rather than the women, and he's like,
the women in the Vale are ugly, right?
The women in the Vale are all ugly.
I thought his daughter, this guy, Nigel McGruff, was going to fuck him, Doctor Who.
No.
So she fucks the king.
It's like his plot to like stay in power in case.
The hand of the king.
Yeah.
Also, he's a scumbag too.
It's playing the Game of Thrones.
Is he like the little finger of this show?
I don't really say if they have like a little finger type yet, but it's everyone trying to.
Because this is in King's Landing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's everyone trying to outmove everybody.
Now, who's in Dragonstone?
Whoever is the heir is the Prince of Dragonstone. That's where they go.
So wouldn't the daughter be there?
She's not technically the heir yet.
They called her the Princess of Dragonstone, though.
When she becomes the heir, when she becomes the official named heir, that's when that's the title you get while you're.
So now she can go back to Dragonstone.
I think so. Yeah.
Doesn't have to stay in King's Landing.
I think so. Yeah. Once she becomes, or it becomes a title only. You don't actually have to go back to Dragonstone.
Here comes the best part of Game of Thrones is the orgies.
The orgies, which is just so weird seeing Matt Smith have sex. I hope he doesn't actually have sex like that. I'd feel bad for.
He has sex like a rabbit.
His wife. It's like little tiny strokes.
Yeah, he has sex
it's
like a rabbit
strokes. It's like
I don't think they. Yeah, that's about right, probably. Because he had to pretend like he was actually having sex with this beautiful indigenous woman. This is a Native American woman too. You can tell. Either that or she's trash Asian.
It's gonna be South American.
I don't know. She's pretty hot though.
Or.
I cannot have sex with you tonight. I'm just thinking about other things. Like what? My niece.
Kind of want to bang my 13-year-old niece.
Have sex with her.
Well, they don't really specify how old she is. It's only 9. They say it's 9 years after.
How old was she then? When
exactly, like as I say, and she is, and like when they show the whole council and stuff like that, her mother is pregnant. Is she pregnant with her? Because that means she will be only 9. And I'm kidding. I'm having.
She was pregnant when.
Yeah, but is she pregnant with her? Or was she pregnant with one of the kids? One of the various male heirs that died.
I think she's 18. Years. I think this girl's 18.
I think she's at least in her mid-teens. She's like plus or minus within.
She has to be coming of age for him to announce that she's the.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Trying to sneak in. Do.
I'm going to go sit next to the girl. I'm going to eat pussy later.
You want that to happen so bad. I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to happen.
No, probably not. I think this the daughter here, the heir, is going to have sex with this dude right here.
Yeah, the guy from Dorne.
Yeah, him. Yeah. And then the father's going to be like, you didn't keep the bloodline clean.
It just has to be pure.
It has to be pure. You have to have sex with your uncle. I don't want to have sex with my uncle, but you have to. Otherwise, I'm going to have sex with your best friend. Oops, too late. Already did it.
Doesn't matter. Had sex.
Wait a minute. Spoiler alert of the season 2 finale cliffhanger. She's pregos and she's having a boy. Oh, new heir. But you promised it to me, father. You can't have it. Fake Daenerys. Wow, Baratheon's like, I would love to have sex with you, but you're having sex with the black dude with white braids.
Even though we are kind of technically related.
Even though, yes.
They're cousins.
The Baratheons?
The Baratheons are cousins to the Targaryens because, one of Aegon's relatives married into the Baratheon family.
Oh.
Yes. So that's how Robert was able to press his claim through.
Baratheon loses here, though, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
To who?
I forget what the guy's name was.
The Dorne dude, right?
Yeah.
And he looks at her and he goes, "What's up, princess? Why don't you put your little flower ring on my thing right here?
Girl?
Put your flower ring on my giant wooden penis. Just put it on there. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna take your uncle down to Chinatown."
Yeah, this is also the first time I ever stood the rules of joust too. You're supposed to just knock the guy off the horse, not.
You're supposed to knock the guy off the horse and then fight.
Well, if you choose to, if you get knocked off your horse and then choose to, and you want to defend your honor, if you're able to. Obviously, if you get knocked off your horse and you can't fight,
you could get fucked up pretty good there.
Yeah, because you're getting knocked off a horse.
With a stick right to your chest.
Yeah.
Or a shield.
It has a little fist at the end, a little metal fist.
You ever see that movie, A Knight's Tale?
Yeah, not all the way through, but I remember watching it.
That's a good ending. How they take that guy, he put the fake fist on a pointed stick so he could stab the guy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
I know. R.I.P.
Yeah. So here comes
Matt Smith.
Doctor Who. He's like, I'm here to joust, and I'm going to show everybody that I have a
It's
dragon.
a power. He's like flexing power.
Yeah, he's got a cool dragon helmet, by the way.
Yeah, it's apparently all the Targaryens had sick like dragon themed armor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's like, I will fight one of you. Let's go.
There's some familiar banner. You see the Bolton banners. You see.
Yeah, the Starks, right?
Yeah, the Starks were there.
The wolf, right? The wolf still.
Yeah. And there he goes and picks Hightower's son.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's annoying that you have to learn all new names and shit.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be the hardest thing. But I'm good at name
and
recognition.
The dragon banners weren't in Game of Thrones. This is a
not
first,
very
right?
much, no, because
they were all dead except for Danny.
they were all dead except for Danny and half of John.
And half of John. Dracarys. Everybody loves it.
She did say it weird when she said it.
She said it like she Dracarys, right?
Yeah,
like
a little. It's because her accent is Australian based.
And the other one is
English.
Yeah.
English. I do like the dragon helmet.
The dragon helmet's sick.
Yeah.
Nigel McGruff is like, if you hurt my son, I'm going to kick a football right in your face. Oh, shit.
And then I'm going to turn into a lizard.
Yeah, then I'm going to take this serum and turn into a lizard, and then I'm going to kick your ass.
It's going to turn into a dragon, which is always something that the Targaryens believe that they could do.
Could you imagine?
Yes.
Maybe that's why they cast him.
No, it was going to be in my Mad King.
See, shouldn't he get disqualified for that?
Yeah, he went low. But I guess it's by any means necessary. It's fucking joust.
No.
And even what Rhaenyra Targaryen says of this is like, these are all fucking. It's been 17 years since Maegor, who was like one of the Targaryen kings that went crazy that they had to put down, like rebellion. And it's like all these guys never have seen a real fight before. Like,
oh yeah, that's what she was talking about. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat up your brother and then ask for your your daughter's.
You know what's funny is this guy, the Hand of the King, turns around and goes, "Oh yeah, you think you're gonna fuck my daughter? Nah, I'm gonna have your brother fuck her instead because he's the king." How sick is that? You just pimped out his daughter like that.
Yeah.
What are they telling him? Your son's dead.
Yeah, he's like, she's begun to have birth. You might want to tell the king right now.
Your Majesty, your wife is going into labor. What?
It's
happening. It's happening, everybody. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god. There's been some. They're probably telling you now. There's been some complications.
There's complications. Yeah, because he announced that she was in birth.
Yeah. It's not going as swimmingly as we predicted.
This is how they did it back then, dude.
Yeah.
This is how they did it. The scene where they ripped the baby out.
Yeah, no, that's
not for me, dude. I'm sorry.
It's one of those things that I just don't like sometimes about these shows is the.
You're not going to show all that.
No,
Let the imagination do the trick.
No, I know, but they do enough, even though it is like kind of set to like dramatic music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the whole like scene where they're just like, "I love you."
I'm not even talking about that part. I'm talking about when they dig in their hands into her stomach and shit, trying to rip the baby out.
Yeah.
You see that? Oh, you see that? The one thing I'll say about this show so far is I like how it got to the point real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you've dishonored me, you fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, he kills him right here, don't he?
Yeah, this is where she says, "The day grows ugly." Because it's probably the first guy to lose school and kill somebody.
Yeah.
He says, this is how we should celebrate the birth of our future king.
When does real war actually come to their door?
Well, this is
the inciting incident.
This is the dance of dragons.
Yeah, right.
Or this conflict that erupts as a result of this, the dance of dragons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The guy threw up.
Yeah, the guy throwing up in the corner. And like this was the one time a year, like they were just able to fucking just fight and kill each other.
Yeah.
Just for the honor's sake.
I just how fucked up this is. He's like, listen,
We could do this thing, but she's probably gonna die if we do it.
well, because there's no way to stop the bleeding because they just literally cut her open and pull the baby out.
Yeah. And then this thing could also die too.
I assume this guy just slowly goes off the deep end.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. Yeah,
right. Because I mean,
I think so.
He okays the death of his wife, and then the kid dies.
Yeah. No, he gambled, and then he failed, and then he's just like, oh.
Like I'm assuming he actually loved this woman.
Yeah. No, they. He's like, oh shit. Do you just crap?
Because he's looking at it this way: you pull the kid out, and I can just go fuck another woman.
Yeah, I could find
and
another
then
wife.
have another wife, another woman raise the kid.
Yeah.
You should have left it with the gods.
Should have left it with the gods. Probably would have ended up the same way anyway, but
at least he would have let her be her choice.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like this, because they were like, "Oh, you didn't take the choice away from her." Oh,
I think that was kind of the
I know it's annoying.
allegory.
It's annoying. You can't just go up to her and go, "Babe, we have two choices. What do you want to do?" And she goes, "Take it out of me for you," like that.
Yeah.
You could have done that. The fuck faces. Jesus Christ. I'm Doctor Who. Don't worry. I'll go back in time and
I
save
think like
you.
how even has the horse has like
The dragon helmet too?
dragon theme helmet.
Yeah.
Could just give it a regular. It's gotta
Yeah.
be dragon themed.
No, he's the head of the dragon or whatever.
He's the blood of the dragon.
The blood of the dragon runs thick.
Still waters run deep.
He says it's thick and sticky.
Viscous.
Yeah. Like semen. So now they're doing the Dorn dude versus
The prince. Prince Daemon.
Prince Damien Targaryen. He wins, right? He knocks more.
No,
kills.
the other guy wins.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Matt Smith takes a sick bump, right? And he like grinds the rail or some shit.
Yeah. He grinds the rail, then gets up, and then they fight for a bit. He thinks he's had the fight won, and then the guy takes him down. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna yield, I guess." He's like, "Yeah, do it."
This is crazy. The way they just spread her out on the bed.
Yeah.
Got her open like a Christmas ham. Like, what happens if the baby stays in there? They die, right?
Yeah, they would probably both die.
Yeah. So she's got really not much of a choice, right?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Oh, geez.
He's like, listen, we can push real hard here. Maybe it'll pop out like that.
Like you scare her, like just scare the baby out of her.
Yeah.
Like the
I just don't like this. Right now they're performing a C-section.
yeah.
On her. With no drugs.
With no
obviously.
drugs. No drugs.
You know.
Although they have milk of the poppy, which is essentially heroin.
They said they gave her as much as they could. Right?
Yeah.
This
Apparently,
guy
it wasn't enough.
This guy just rides the rail.
Yeah. Was he knocked out? the fall, waking back up again.
He's like, what the frig was that just now?
Yeah, so he says he wishes to continue. And he's just like, all right.
This guy has a mace. He destroys his fucking shield, doesn't he? Pretty sick.
Yeah, because the shield is essentially wood.
There's wood, yeah.
It's wood with a thin layer of metal over it.
All right, so you can definitely see what's going to happen here. They're definitely setting this whole thing up in the first episode. Like I said, it gets right to the point, man.
Yeah. It shows you where it's going. It uses its little bit of a time to build its world.
Yeah.
And then the other half of the episode is, all right, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going with this. Or here's what's going to happen
like
next.
digging in that belly of hers.
Yeah.
Gotta find it. Hold on. I feel a foot.
Like it reminds me of the alien scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy, dude.
All this while people are fighting to the almost death.
They're cheering it on, too.
Yeah.
And this woman is dying, giving birth. Look at all that blood coming out of her.
That is a lot of blood.
And it's just leaking out of her.
That is a lot of fake blood.
Yeah, man.
He just throws the shield at him.
Hey, man, by any means necessary, right?
Yeah. He never yielded. Hit him with the leg sweep.
Man, that must be rough watching your wife die like that.
Yeah, no. Thank God we would not have to deal with something like that now. Would that be the situation?
I'm sure that happens now.
No, by now I think they could at least. It's rare if it does happen.
Yeah.
Like by now they could figure if there's going to be something wrong. It's like, hey, we have to do something. You still have to make the decision. It's a shitty decision to have to make.
Yeah.
But like, they're able to save at least one, the other, or both.
Yeah. So technically, this girl is that guy's sister too, right? If that girl is the king's sister, wouldn't she be the prince's sister too?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I wish you luck, Sir Tristan. And I wish you more when I see you later.
She's like, sub. Never felt this way before for a dude.
I'm gonna lick the penis.
I think I like it.
I heard this noise yesterday. I was like, oh, that kid just died.
Yeah.
When it makes that noise and just lets out its last breath.
Yeah, because he can't tell him. He can't tell the king that his son's dead. Say, yeah, here's your new heir. Everything's fine. Oh no, it's dead. What did we do? We're sorry. Back out of the room comedically.
It just dies right here, right?
It goes. It stops breathing.
Yeah, they can't save it. Because they're a bunch of morons. Because they weren't real doctors back then.
This is
a fictional movie. You think that a fictional show? You think they can't make the doctors a little smarter?
They're not doctors. They're maesters.
She made them doctors.
It's the same thing.
Imagine if this was like the birth of medicine too. Could have done a lot of different things. You know, by the time they got to the new Westeros with fucking Cersei and all that, they could have been like legit, like General Hospital type shit. Dookie Howser. You know, I could save this woman right now. I just need to.
Modern Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Westeros is a fully developed, industrialized nation.
Exactly.
The North is still independent.
Yeah, exactly. It's a song of traffic and.
No, it's a song of ice and fire and traffic.
Traffic. See, look, he's like, I wish there was something I can do. Maybe I can rub your bum. Maybe I can touch your tits.
He's like, you got to do something about this. We're all just kind of.
We'll just stand in here.
You can't just stand in the background anymore. This is kind of your show. For a 13-year-old, she seems to be very adept.
Very smart. I don't think she's 13 though, right?
I don't know how old the actress is that plays her.
Is the character supposed to be 13 though?
I don't know. It can't be that old.
She's basically going to command the dragon to burn the bodies
of
her mother and her little brother.
And she can't do it because she can't summon the. She knows
What?
that she has to do it.
The dragon's just like, any day.
No, the dragon. I think the dragon senses like because they're intelligent animals. It's just
Yeah, she doesn't say the same way as Danny.
doesn't say it the same way as Danny. It's a little.
I like how he neatly does it too. He's like,
It's like okay, I guess so.
should have let your wife live, bro. You know, like what are you gonna do?
You wanted that air.
Like I said, you should have just pushed on the stomach and blew in the mouth real hard.
Yeah,
maybe would have popped right out.
like a plunger.
It would have caught it like a football.
That's what they have, though. They have like some sort of like suction device now.
I got them saying you could have done something here. We have to find ways to save babies. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy tried to impregnate his sister 7 times.
Only was successful.
Yeah, 1
once.
for 8.
It's not good.
1 for 8.
It's not good shooting.
9 deaths.
It's not good shooting percentage.
9 deaths, including the mother.
Yeah. That's not good.
I mean, listen, you know what? God bless him. He's fertile.
They tried.
He put fucking 8 babies or 7 babies in her, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Well, 8, yeah, he put 8 babies in her.
They're basically just saying it wouldn't be good.
They're basically telling him like, "Oh no, like the only
yeah, your whole plan to have your brothers succeed, it's not gonna be a good idea." It's basically just saying, "Okay, I made him this. He did this."
Yeah, I made him this. You didn't like him there. I put him here. You didn't want him there. For some reason, you want him as far away from this kingdom as possible. He's my brother.
Yeah, like.
Isn't Damon like listening behind the fence or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, my brother has my back. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Air for a day.
He's like watching. He's like, you gonna talk shit about my brother? My brother's gonna kick your ass because he's the king. I can say whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. Hey, everybody. Let's cheer to the king for a day, or the heir for a day. I'm
going to be king, motherfucker. Give me some whores.
Now, my second favorite scene is about
it's coming up.
My second favorite scene.
We'll get to it.
Is coming up, and I just... If someone doesn't meme that, it's fucking Bush League, let me tell you. They're still trying to convince him that a woman shouldn't be king now. Queen, right? They're saying you can't make your daughter fucking.
It's like and they're basically thing is, we've never done it before. that's their big excuse.
No,
we can't have a queen. We've never done that before.
Yeah, imagine if it was like.
We're gonna let this guy who may or may not be a fucking psychopath.
Imagine if it went the other way and they were like, "What about my daughter?" And they all just turn around and go, "What's not been done before?" Okay.
So
all right, let's give it a shot.
Why don't we try it? She might not make a bad person. She seems to be pretty smart and emotionally intelligent.
She seems to be pretty stable. I mean,
yeah.
She pours my wine pretty good.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's like, my wife and son are dead. I will not suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses.
He's basically telling him, like, can we talk about this another day?
Yeah, can we just, like, I literally just buried my fucking wife and kid.
Can I just mourn them for a little bit?
Can I just mourn them for just a little bit? No one's going to try and kill me tonight.
Yeah.
Was you trying to kill me tonight? You're not trying to kill me tonight, are you?
Send a raven.
Yeah.
Where does he send that to?
He sends the raven to Old Town.
What's Old Town?
Old Town is where they train all the maesters, where Sam went.
The fat dude.
The fat kid, yeah. When he was cleaning out other people's shit.
Why did he send that there? What is that letter?
Because that's where he's from. Old Town.
I know. What is that letter?
It's basically just telling him
what happened.
what he's planning on doing. Yeah,
King is dead. Gonna pit my daughter out. Don't worry.
the queen is dead.
Yeah, got
Queen
this
is
all under
dead.
control.
Prince is dead.
Don't worry. I got this all under control.
I think I got this all under control. Don't worry about it. If not, you might want to send some help.
Yeah. His brother is still crazy.
Yeah, his brother is still crazy. We're not gonna make. we're gonna go with the little girl. She seems okay. Backup plan is my daughter.
Yeah. I need you to go make sure the king is okay. In his chambers. Where else? Make sure you wear that thin dress that your mother used to wear.
That dress that your mom looked really hot in.
Wear that dress your mom used to wear. Wear the dress that your mom wore the night I conceived you. Go ahead. I'll probably want to rip that off.
She has a nervous tick too, like I do, like biting her fingernails.
Nails in. She picks at her nails. Yeah. You might wear one of your mother's dresses.
You know, the one that shows off her tits.
Show off some cleave, right? I need you to become a queen. Cleave to become queen.
Potentially.
And he's like, I like talking to you. You said sorry that my wife died. So maybe.
And then you just let me carve miniature replicants of Valeria. He's basically doing Valerian dioramas.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is what I would be like if I was king. I'd just be in my chambers.
In your chambers, this is what you do when you're not doing king shit.
If I'm a king, right, and I'm making a diorama, and a pretty girl like this walks in, and she has to be like okay with the fact that I'm making a diorama.
Yeah, she's literally your king.
Yeah, because I'm a king.
Yeah, she has to stand there.
Like, yo,
unless you send her, unless you want her to go away.
No, check out this diorama. I can make a waterfall. You got a problem with that?
No, your grace.
No, your grace. No, right? It's pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool, right?
I'm like a giant nerd, right?
No, your grace.
Were you just gonna call me a nerd?
No, your grace.
I didn't think so. Watch this. Hit that button right there. Hit that button. Watch that waterfall come down. Boom! How sick was that?
It was great, your grace.
Thank you. As you were.
Thank you, your grace. It's a very impressive,
A sculpture.
Yeah.
He's not without his talents.
Yeah.
He just can't seem to make a son.
His dick doesn't work.
That's his only not talent.
Having kids without cocks.
Yeah. Well, here's a thought. Maybe don't impregnate your sister 7 times. Like,
maybe just
maybe go fuck another whore.
Maybe just venture outside the family.
Just get a whore from the whorehouse and put a baby in her. And
they do already do that in one.
That's what I'm saying. And you put her up in the castle, right?
It's
Here we go. Here you go. My favorite part's coming. Now, Matt Smith is at a orgy again.
I would call this an orgy party.
This is an orgy for all his soldiers. 'Cause all the soldiers are there.
All the gold cloaks are there. Yeah.
He rented out a whorehouse for the night with his dad, with the king's money or whatever.
I'm assuming it's his money.
Whatever, you know what I mean, though. The best part comes when they tell him to do a speech, and there is a guy literally
mid-stroke
right in the middle of fucking his girl, and he just stops and he turns and he looks at the guy while he cuts his speech, while he cuts his promo. It's pretty sick. This girl's definitely a trash Asian, right? Or an indigenous woman.
I think so, yeah.
Native American or
some sort of
Filipino,
Aborigine.
Yeah. What did Hulk Hogan say he was? Had said it. Panamanian or some shit.
Panamanian.
My grandmother was
eighth Panamanian.
My grandmother was 1/4 Panamanian, brother. That's why I got this bronze skin, dude.
That's why I tan so easily, brother.
Never been in a tanning bed in my life, dude. Even though I own one in my house. Fucking idiot. Like, I never seen somebody gimmick a book. That's what that was. He gimmicked this book. So Matt Smith says, cheers to the air for a day. Takes a shot at his brother's kid for dying.
There's the guy.
There's this guy mid-stroke. He's just sitting there like this. He's got his dick in the pussy, and he's just like this. What were you saying, boss? He should have gotten up and looked at that guy and goes, "Please finish.
Don't
Don't stop on my account."
Gotta go. He's got to keep it hard too.
Yeah. Like I said, the girl was definitely doing Kegels.
Or like I think he was just moving it in slightly, just like
Yeah, she was definitely doing Kegels. He's like, "Keep it hard while he talks," and she's like, "Okay." He's like, "Ooh, this feels good. Don't even have to do any work." So now the king wants to confront him because of what he said.
yeah.
Because he's really upset that his own brother would say that about his dead kid.
Yeah, his dead nephew.
I mean, that would upset me too.
Dead nephew, other brother.
Right then and there, I would have known something was up. He's like, "You call me your grace, or I'll have my king's guard cut out your tongue." He's like, "Whoopsie."
Yes. I said it. I'm sorry. I have a fucked up sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're my friends. We like whores.
I don't have a wife. Now neither do you.
No, he does have a wife.
Oh, that's right.
The Dornish woman that he...
She's just ugly, right?
Yeah, or the veil, the woman from the Reach.
But he takes the whore with him, doesn't he?
Yeah. 10 years!
Do they wear crowns later on in Game of Thrones?
Cersei has a crown. Robert has a crown, yes.
Didn't look like that though, right?
No, it's a different crown for...
Oh.
Obviously, it doesn't have a dragon emblem on it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He said you're weak. I want to know who's right here. Is his brother right? Are they trying to prey on him because he's,
I'm sure they have...
the weight of this is probably
Yeah.
is alone crushing this dude. Although I must say I do like his sword that he keeps holding at the throne. You ought to return to the Vale, boy. Marry your fat wife.
He's already married. He's just like, just go home, go to your wife.
Fat wife.
You're basically removed from court.
We don't need you anymore, white-haired bitch. Get in the TARDIS and get out of here. Punk ass.
Shove your sonic screwdriver up your ass.
Punk ass.
Bitch.
He's like, okay, I'm going to take my dragon too. And my horse.
My whore.
Look at this. This guy's just getting
Like
jacked up by his fucking...
nicked up by the chair.
Yeah.
You think by now, after 10 years, he'd figure out where to sit and it's not getting stabbed.
I wouldn't sit in it. I'm telling you.
Sit on it, near it.
Yeah.
Still king regardless if you don't sit.
I don't need to sit on a fucking throne made of
Yeah.
blades. This is when he tells his daughter,
Yeah.
"Guess what, dude?
Guess
You're
what?
in line, babe.
Guess what? You're it. I tried.
Dag, you're it.
I tried.
You can deal. You can deal with
You're
all this
on
bullshit.
deck.
I'm gonna slowly lose my mind and fuck your friend." I thought that they would have a better relationship and he would help her become a queen, but I
No.
guess not. I'm not understanding that though. It's her father. Why would she turn on him? I can understand
Because he names her heir and then tries to supplant her.
What do you mean?
He names her heir
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna try and have a kid with your friend. And that's gonna be my heir. And you're like, she's like, the hell you aren't.
Oh, so I'm right.
Yeah.
He knocks her up.
Or I don't know if he knocks her up, but like I do think they are becoming the process of trying to get married, I think.
And that's why she becomes her adversary.
Yeah.
Because she's like, dude, you knew what was going on here. Why the fuck you?
Yeah, you're trying to fuck my dad.
Yeah.
Like if they just let me be queen, we could be together.
Yeah.
But no, you want to fuck my dad.
I just assumed that, father and daughter would be like a thing.
No, I'm sure he wasn't like that great of a father until this point.
Apologizes right here for it.
He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, about that.
About that, he's a fucking psycho.
About that. He's kind of a little loose cannon.
He's a psycho that doesn't care about your mom dying. So, no, he's not.
I like that. Corvus Valerian.
That's some name.
It's a great name.
But now, the uncle has no claim now anymore. It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's still going to come after it?
Yeah, because he's just like, I was the original heir.
Okay. And they figure if you kill this guy, then you can take the throne that way.
Yeah. By right of conquest.
You can just usurp it, yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you kill him, then she's in charge, so then you'd have to fight her anyway.
Mm.
I assume that some of these people who have a problem bending the knee are going to turn on her.
Yeah,
they're going to join
the realm splinters into different factions.
Yeah. They're all just going to follow a different Targaryen, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know what's going to happen. The black dude and that girl is going to be the ally to the daughter.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Valerian, yeah, because she marries him. Right, the queen who wasn't marries Valerian.
Corvus Valerian.
Yeah, Corvus Valerian.
Like I said, and he was the one who suggested she be there. So I think they're going to help her.
Yeah.
So here comes the end.
Here comes the end.
He basically tells her about the Song of Ice and Fire, which is the dream that their
Aegon Targaryen had.
Yeah, that their descendant had.
Was his motivation for invading Westeros from Essos. Yeah. It was a vision of the Long Night, essentially.
Which was the Walkers, right?
The White Walkers, yes. Yeah. The destruction of mankind.
That happens, though, right?
They say it happens at one point in time, yes.
Because don't they survive the Long Night, and that's when they came back?
What happened was the Children of the Forest created the White Walkers.
Yeah, I know you told me.
They make the peace, the pact. They're like, all right, hey, cool. You're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight anymore. Y'all could do that. Just stop chopping down the werewoods. Then they lost control of the White Walkers. The White Walkers came through, and there was a long winter like that. But that was when the White Walkers, came up to be about.
Yeah, right.
And then they pushed them back.
Okay.
To the deepest of the parts of the north. They thought they eliminated the threat, and they didn't.
I just think this girl's going to get older, and then so they're going to show up. The Long Night is going to come.
No, it doesn't happen.
Okay.
The whole point is that they had thought the White Walkers were gone. It had been,
See that? Why don't they show that part? That I would like to see.
Thousands of things. They might. The first Long Night.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see that part where the White Walkers come for the first time. You see them wipe people out for this time around instead of the last time when they get killed in one episode.
It's a big dragon.
Very. He's swearing her in as the heir.
Yeah, he's basically making it official.
Yeah. She's like, Holy shit! So now she's gonna become
Queen. Eventually.
That was the first episode of the House of the Dragon. I can go either way. I mean, I'm fine.
I'm in. I assume it might take a few episodes for us to get going, and maybe a season for it to go in.
Yeah.
Like I assume even by the end of this season, they won't have the actual like full on Civil War shit yet.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like the building to that.
Yeah.
But
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you said you could watch all this other.
Well, anyway, we're not going to do that on this episode of the Nerd Site, but we will continue this watch along of the House of the Dragon.
Yeah, man.
It
won't be weekly, but
no, we're going to probably bunch a bunch of episodes up.
Yeah.
We'll probably eventually do She-Hulk as well. Just wait till that whole season.
Wait till it's all done.
Until it's all done and just watch it through.
We'll do the Andor one when it comes out. We'll do the first 3 episodes.
Follow us at the Nerd Site for False Finish Productions. Follow Spot Monkey Radio on Twitch TV /Tomo Forever. We'll be back next week with another one of these exciting episodes of the Nerd Site. I don't know what I'm going to be watching, and I don't know who I'm going to be watching with. But we'll be back smoking and watching.
Smoking? We didn't smoke that much.
We smoked before the show started. Anyway, I'm Tony. That's Brandon. This has been the Nerd Site.
Bye, everybody.
Stay baked.